Oh my God, she must be against everyone. That's the problem. Fat acceptance lost a fatty. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with some more nuts on yo chin. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new, earmuffs, naughty words are afoot. And if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping sack every single day. Tomorrow is the Ask Papa Swolio live Q&A, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified right when I go live. Everything is down below in the description. If you are brand new, we got a free Swolga class for you. We also have more information on joining Swolenormous X and getting access to all the programs and the training, the entire yoga studio, the meditation center, and more. All that information is in the description. And brand new, amazing, a dirty drop, a dirty, nasty, filthy apparel drop over at swolenormousapparel.com. Check the links down below and below my beard for the t-shirts and the gear. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. I really hope you do enjoy the latest dirty, filthy, nasty, sweaty, and salty drop. This video is about Adele. Now, most of you probably already know that she made one of her once every 5 months posts on Instagram, and she's still thin. This is nothing new, which is kind of weird because she did this a long time ago. She's just looking thinner because what happens when you keep on hammering away at your training and your nutrition, you're gonna get more progress. So people are shocked yet again. I think it's just because it's something different than the stay-at-home orders. It's different than what we've been subjected to, and everyone's gaining weight because of the quarantine, and all of a sudden you see Adele, oh my God, she looks fantastic. And then people are like, she doesn't look good. She looked better when she was big. How could she lose so much weight? Oh my God, she looked better. She looked so unhealthy. Let's talk about all of this and clear up some of the bullshit. So I covered this a couple months ago. So 2 months ago and 6 months ago, 2 videos. One, you can't even compliment someone for losing weight anymore. And then my other video 2 months ago is Adele's new body fat phobic. Now I made it clear in these videos that she changed her life. She was overweight and by many accounts obese, and she lost a lot of weight. She's an amazing artist. This is not about her music at all. But I'm gonna bring in some of this creative aspect and some of this perspective because she actually brought it up about her music in a previous interview. I believe it was in Rolling Stone. I'm gonna read a couple quotes from it. But she looked like she lost too much weight. She looked a little unhealthy, but that often is the case when you compare it to someone who was more unhealthy, maybe not exercising, not eating properly. So the before and after, the black and white, the transformation looks very, very extreme. So in terms of her actual health, it's hard to speculate because in her latest picture on Instagram, in my opinion, just looking at it, she looks a little on the thin side. She looks a little maybe over exercised. Maybe she's not getting enough fat in her diet. Looks like she might have a little bit more thigh gap. But I mean, if you're talking about beauty, that's subjective. So this conversation really isn't even about that. It's about all the backlash against her from the fat positive and the fat acceptance and the body positive community, all the plus sized bullshit. They are upset because they lost a fatty. Now, a lot of you are going to be able to relate to this concept. So drop a comment down below if you have a challenge getting support from your family members. Maybe your husband, your wife, your boyfriend or girlfriend, maybe it's your parents, but you have tried to, or you have taken steps to improve your training and your nutrition, but you get a lot of pushback. You're getting a lot of slack or getting a lot of shit from your family, teasing you for eating healthy or teasing you for making certain choices, or maybe getting offended because you're not eating your parents' cooking or your wife's cooking or your mother-in-law's cooking. You're getting pushback from work, family. Drop that comment down below because a lot of you deal with this. And in yesterday's video about Foodie Beauty, I talked about community. Who you surround yourself with is so important. Now, why would people get pissed off at someone losing weight with exercise and nutrition? She doesn't look anorexic. She just made a massive transformation. And even her personal trainer mentioned that she was doing this for herself. No one was forcing her. She was doing just the fundamentals. She just changed her outlook on what she wanted to do for her health and for her training. So again, in my opinion, she looks a little bit on the, I don't know if it's thin necessarily, but it's just a little bit maybe nutrition. Maybe she's going a little bit too many salads and not enough grass-fed beef, you know what I'm saying? And that brings me to one of the points that I want to talk about, and then we'll get back into why fat acceptance and people are pissed off at someone that is going through a lot of hard work to change their life and change all their habits. Would I show my body off if I was thinner? Probably not, because my body is mine. But sometimes I'm curious to know if I would have been as successful if I wasn't plus size. I think I remind everyone of themselves. Not saying everyone is my size, but it's relatable because I'm not perfect. And I think a lot of people are portrayed as perfect, unreachable, and untouchable. So in this previous interview, she was talking about how she doesn't know if she would have been as popular. Maybe she would have been more popular. But when someone is not taking care of their health, when you're overweight for maybe some wrong reasons, once you realize that, hey, I need to change my life, a lot of what can spur someone's creativity, like an artist like this, comes from the anguish of dealing with that internal turmoil. That's where a lot of creativity stems from. A lot of the best songs ever have been written in times of misery or heartbreak or internal anguish. So she might be right. Maybe her music wouldn't have been the same. So it's something to think about why someone's popular. Maybe she was more popular because, one, the music was awesome, and the reasons for that maybe, based on what I just mentioned, but also that she's seen as someone who more people would be like, oh, I like this because she doesn't look like the normal skinny mini that's a musician. This is why a lot of people follow fat acceptance people or plus size models, because they see themselves. It's a mirror effect. They see someone that looks like them, but the problem with that is they don't have to change if they are seeing their own reflection. That doesn't inspire anyone to change. It inspires people to stay the same. So that's what this really is about. That's what this outrage, or you want to call it outrage, is really about. It's because anyone that saw themselves in Adele, that liked her for the wrong reason, that's the wrong reason. You're liking her because she's obese. That's the problem. Fat acceptance lost a fatty. Now, whether or not Adele is really healthy or she's a little emaciated, that's up for discussion. You could drop that in the comments down below. I don't really have an opinion. I'm leaning towards a little bit on the unhealthy side, maybe over-exercised, maybe not getting in the right amount of macros in certain areas. Like I said, with the fats, it looks a little bit on the stick side, a little bit flat, if you know what I'm saying. But it's one picture, it's one angle. But people are upset because they lost a team member. They lost a successful person who was obese. That's why people like Tess Holliday, that's why it's so hard for these people to lose weight, because once you get that kind of a following by being obese, by being a fat comedian, by being a fat model, that's your identity. Who wants to lose weight? You don't know who you are. That's why there's this incentive to stay fat and to stay obese, because if you lose your identity, you lose your identity, you can go down a fucking dark spiral and be really stressed and anxious and fall into a depression. These are things that can happen if you don't know who you are anymore. And when you attach your identity to be the fat one, to be the big one, to be the big funny one, that's why a lot of people rebound. Because they don't know who they are anymore. They don't set proper habits. They do things for the wrong reasons. They're trying to go to extremes or trying to do it for the weight loss rather than focus on the fundamentals of lifestyle habits. They try to aim for 50 pounds lost and 100 pounds lost, so they end up going towards extreme dieting and extreme exercise. People that are upset at this are fucking out of their minds. I'm sure she's still a wonderful singer, unless there's some different pressure on her vocal cords because she lost so much weight. But if you are upset that she lost weight because she lost weight and because she's disrespecting, like as if she's an ex-fat, like as if she left a team, as if she got fucking traded or quit, she's exercising and eating better. She looks better than she did. She looks a lot better. And if she's happier, good for her. I want her to be healthy, and anyone that should lose weight at a healthy rate. And that's gonna look different for a lot of people. But with someone that was so much bigger, and that's on such a big stage, and also it's because she doesn't post often. She posted last 5 months ago, so it's like, oh my God, look how much weight she lost. But she was also losing in small increments up until this point. It's like seeing someone that you haven't seen in 2 years, oh my God, you look so much different, you lost 100 pounds. If you saw them every fucking day, it wouldn't have been that drastic. So people are losing their mind because she's very masterful with her social media. She's very masterful with her removal from the mainstream. That's a very powerful attribute, to remove yourself when you're at your peak of popularity. It creates this aura and this myth around you. And because she doesn't put out music often, and it's usually very, very good and extremely popular, there's this like mystical quality about Adele. She has this little magic kind of glow around her, so there's a lot of eyes and a lot of attention. And a lot of people really were impacted by her powerful music. But to give her shit and to act like anything has changed aside from someone taking more care of their fucking health, this is what's problem with the fat acceptance community. You have to stay fat. Once you're fat, you have to stay fat, or you're one of them. You're part of the patriarchy. You're part of this diet culture. That's the fucking bullshit. That's the poison. You need to take care of your health. And if you're focusing on your fundamentals, just like we have in the 7 pillars, again, free download at swolenormousx.com, if you're focusing on your fundamentals, you can gain and you can lose weight and you can individualize your path to get optimal results for you. If you're focusing on the right processes, if you're focusing on the fundamentals, you are going to transform your life. And when someone really nails shit down and really takes things seriously, you're gonna get amazing results. The reason why this is so shocking also is that it's on a big stage, but also because most people don't go all in. Most people don't really put in 100% effort, because when you do, you can get amazing fucking results. And some might say, oh my God, what a ridiculous transformation. She looks so unhealthy. What if she just fucking went all in and worked her fucking ass off instead of posting on social media, watching Netflix, crying about the fucking quarantine? Sure, she has a ton of money, but it doesn't mean she doesn't put in fucking work. And that's what her trainer says, and that's what you see here. You see a big transformation, someone who fucking overhauled their lifestyle, and maybe the little bit of the details could be tweaked, but if she has a good relationship with food, if she's exercising properly, and that's where her body is kind of like leveled out, and if she's in a good place psychologically, I don't fucking know, Adele. And if you have a problem with someone losing weight and changing their lifestyle habits and changing who they surround themselves with and what kind of bullshit they put up with, fuck you. You're part of the fucking problem. All right? So I hope you enjoy the salty and vinegary sack on your chin. You wanted to hear my thoughts on it. I've covered it again, and I guess we'll cover it again. She lost weight. Oh my God, she must be against everyone. And for fans that doesn't want to lose weight, if you're a little pussy and you don't want to change and you are upset at Adele because she doesn't look like your fat ass, I don't think that's her problem. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for watching this episode of NOC. If you want to get access to all the amazing stuff inside Swole TV, that's available with all memberships inside Swole Enormous X, dropping a brand new, revamped Nuts on Chin Unplugged, plus Episode 4 of the Swole Enormous Procast just launched yesterday, and I'm dropping Episode 5 inside Swole TV on Monday for members only. So if you want to join the Swole fam, check out the links down below for memberships, and also you can learn more about the yoga studio, unlimited access memberships with all the programs and the Swollen Sevens, Brain Gains meditation, all the stuff to nail your 7 pillars. All of that is in the description down below, plus the brand new Swole Enormous apparel drop. Amazing gear, dirty drop, a dirty, salty drop for you beaches. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon for some more Nuts on Yo Chin. Peace.
Did you lose a fatty? You lost a fatty, didn't you? But you didn't lose these fat titties. You like those fat jugs? Look at that. I won't leave you. Look at that horn. Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got.
Hey, talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the rule. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. Come on, where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said, take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said, take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure. This my kingdom, nigga. Stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga. I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth, and we die with it. I see it like it's an optical. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical.